Water. Such important and necessary substance. About 70% of the human body consists of water, and it covers more than 71% of the Earth's surface. And it's not surprising why astronauts watching the Earth from the International Space Station most of the time see the ocean. Looking for exoplanets, astronomers are hoping to find any presence of water on them. The probability of life on such planets is always higher. This is understandable because the first living creatures on Earth arose precisely in the ocean. In water, there is a greater possibility of carrying out chemical reactions from which life was born. For the first billion years of our planet, the thick layer of hydrosphere was the best protection against solar radiation and meteorite bombardment. Water has become a cradle of life on this planet. All organisms, starting with the first bacteria and after appearance of more complex organisms, lived very comfortably in this environment. Began to multiply and evolve. Food and places for their existence have always been enough. There remains one existential question. If all so well, why the evolution of the most intelligent beings occurred on land and not in water? Underwater, there are also enough danger that help to develop instincts and reflexes, which in result would allow to develop complex brain activity. Exactly what happened with reasonably smart dolphins and octopuses. If people could evolve underwater and develop social behavior, they could build something like cities and even create a complete civilization in the ocean. And due to lack of borders and presence of large areas, this would be huge. With underwater lifestyle, such people would have more time to evolve for several million years and focusing on development. It's possible that this theory takes place for this type of evolution on other planets. Aliens can theoretically live in the depth of their ocean. For example, there is aquatic ape theory of human evolution, which describes the origins of man from the Aquapithecus and explains a number of features. Why people got lost hair, began to walk straight, the existing of swimming reflexes in babies, love of water, pinch-type feet, and even the appearance of ability to speak with breath holding. But this hypothesis is different from the official theory of evolution, and some arguments are easily refuted. On the other hand, if we analyze everything objectively, it turns out that everything ended up surprisingly successful, and not just logical, but perfectly planned. Cyanobacteria, one of the first organisms. They converted 90% of carbon dioxide of our planet into oxygen with the help of photosynthesis. This contributed to the formation of the ozone layer and gave all the conditions for the creation of life on land. Moreover, their remnants and remnants of other living organisms that arose later, bacteria, algae, plants, and even dinosaurs, in the course of hundreds of million years, according to the biogenic hypothesis, influenced the formation of oil and coal. These are the first major sources of energy for us, even today. And also the remains of plant and animal origin, the so-called humus, gradually turned the land into fertile soils. Biosphere has influenced the evolution of the lithosphere. Even the fall of meteorite, which ended the era of dinosaurs, as a bright point of whole chain of events which showed the failure of these creatures to further evolution in some reasonable reptiloid. On the other hand, this is a good motivational story, whom we should not be. It all seems like paranoid statement, but But if you believe in at least some kind of logic, it turns out that all the processes that have taken place opened the way for humans to maximize approaches to space, launch missiles, and go beyond the planet. Due to the phenomenon of consciousness through the mind, we have already taken the first steps for understanding what is happening and what our role in this.